All right, today I'm going to discuss how to ensure that you get your party rental equipment back for your small party rental business and what to do to make sure you're covered in the event that you don't. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles, and on TikTok, I focus predominantly on showing you guys how you can make an extra $300 to $1,000 a week working from home, renting out stuff you own to other people having parties and events. So follow along if you've been looking for a good side hustle for beginners. Okay, so I have a lot of new followers, and this is by far the number one question I get asked all the time. How do you make sure you get your party rental stuff back? What do you do if something comes back damaged or doesn't come back at all? So every couple months I do a video to kind of cover this again because lots of people ask. Okay, so just because you own a small party rental business out of your house does not mean you're not going to run this like any other legitimate large-sized party rental business. You're still going to follow the same sort of procedures that everybody else does, and this is just good business practices for you so that you're covered, and also for the customer, because then they know they're doing business with a legitimate business. Okay, so there's three things I always do. The first thing is I charge a security deposit. This is a refundable security deposit. It goes back to the customer when the items are returned in satisfactory condition. This deposit is small, somewhere along the lines of about 10% of the value of the items that they are renting. So this is not going to cover a full replacement cost if they just don't bring stuff back, but we'll get to that. So the reason I charge a security deposit, and it's around 10%, is for two reasons. It's a little skin in the game for the customer, and it incentivizes them to take a little bit better care of your rental equipment because they're going to get that back as long as those items are returned in satisfactory condition. And the second thing is it covers like small items being lost or a cleaning fee if they bring something back just totally dirty that I have to clean. Then I'm not having to go in and charge their card again. For reference, like our Nerf Wars package, people ask about that all the time. I charge a $35 deposit on there. People will return that missing half the darts. For whatever reason, they don't want to do the work to collect them. Some people don't, and that's fine. I'm just gonna charge them to replace the darts. Now you gotta keep in mind, if they are missing 50 darts, I charge 10 cents a dart. It's like $5. But I've got that $35 fee from them, so when I refund it, I'm just gonna refund 30, and I'm gonna keep that 5 to replace those Nerf darts. So that's usually why I charge that deposit. It's not, people send stuff back that is dirty and I have to clean, and part of our stipulation is items have to be returned in the condition they were rented. That's why we rent things cheaper. They're expected to come back clean. So if I charge a cleaning fee, it's usually like 10 or 15 bucks. Well, that just comes out of that security deposit without having to run their card again. So I like to do that because it's skin in the game for them, and then I have that money there if I need to charge a small fee. The second thing I do is I keep their credit card on file. So when I run the security deposit and they pay their rental invoice, that card is held on file so that if they do not bring anything back, I have their card and I can just charge them. The third thing is the signed rental contract. That signed rental contract is what gives me permission to charge their card in the event they don't bring something back. Some of the stipulations in the contract are that items have to be returned clean, and I can charge their card a cleaning fee if it's not. That I can charge their card to replace damaged items, or I can charge their card if something isn't returned at all. So my contract is also available at the link in my bio. So if you are looking for a rental contract that's already ready to go, it's there. You can use it for inspiration, or you can full on just put your info in and straight up use it yourself. It's a template. But those three things are what prevent people from just walking away with your stuff and never coming back. Security deposit, credit card held on file, signed rental contract. I have people that ask, how many times have people just not brought something back? Never. I've been doing this for almost 10 months, knock on wood. Some people have never just not brought an item back because those three things tend to weed out the people that have bad intent. Because renting on Facebook Marketplace, you will come across some people that want to take advantage of you. As soon as I say, has to be paid with the credit card, I'm holding your credit card on file, and you have to sign this rental contract, there are people I never hear from again, and I know that that's because they had bad intent, and I don't want to do business with them anyways. So this just funnels the customers that are legitimate customers to continue down the track of doing business with you. And legitimate customers appreciate a rental contract because it not only protects us as a business, but it protects them, because I'm also signing a legally binding document, and then if I don't provide the services I've agreed to provide, they have a contract that they can use for legal recourse as well. So those three things are what keep your business keep you protected in the event that somebody does not bring something back or they bring it back destroyed. I also get asked about chargebacks. How often do people dispute this? Again, this is another thing, knock on wood, I have not had anybody dispute a rental charge, but they're coming to pick it up and they're on camera. So I have them on camera picking items up. I have a signed rental contract. They can't really dispute that they're doing business with us and they didn't do it. So there's just some things that you can put in place to run a small business out of your house that still makes you legitimate and make sure that you are protected and your assets are protected. Okay, ask me any questions you've got.